Alright, we should be live. Let's get straight into this. 30 shadow Pokemon in. If this were Coliseum, where you only have 48 total, or something, we'd be getting close to the end, but we're barely scratching the surface here, I feel. Alright, so if we were to proceed, it'd be time to go here. A mysterious place where Cypher has been transporting stuff. I think that's where the SS Libra, like, basically they dropped it, so we'll be going there eventually. But for now, we got quite a few battle CDs that we picked up, and we have more money, so we can do battle bingo. So I'm gonna do that. We're at a nice little gap in the story. Ooh, and they've added more battle CDs. We'll buy one. They've added 9, 13, and 17. It's interesting how it's like, I don't know, this is like buying movies, but you get no description or anything. It's just like, oh, I'm at my VHS rental place. Would you like to buy VHS number 9? Sure. Or maybe like a more accurate thing to say would be like buying exercise videos, but you just have no idea what each exercise the video is even for. Okay, Battle CD 5. Offense is the greatest defense, but can defense be the greatest offense? Let's check the Battle CD. We're a Blissey against a Medicham. Protect, Soft-Boiled, Egg Bomb, Reflect. Versus Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, High Jump Kick. Okay, I think clearly the play here is we just need to protect when it uses High Jump Kick. And then it will crash and burn and it'll annihilate its own HP. So we just need to protect on the correct turn. And I'm guessing it's going to maybe use Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, High Jump Kick in that order, because that's seems to be like what the trend has been, is like they tend to just use their moves in the order that they have them. I don't know if that's true. Gleason. Okay, I'm just gonna protect turn 1 and see what it does. Fire Punch. That's fair enough. That's Soft-Boiled. We have a Lumberry, so if we get like 1 status, we're okay. Okay, we'll Soft-Boil again. And now we'll protect. I forget what it is exactly. It's like it's related to the amount of damage that you're going to deal with high jump kick. I don't remember if it's like the HP that you would have dealt to it, you deal to yourself, or if it's like 50% of that. I think it's 50% of that. I don't recall. And obviously, high jump kick would have killed me, and even half of my HP is more than all of Metacham's. Yay, paralyzed heal. That's going to take up space in my inventory. Okay, 8, 9, 12, 13, 16. Okay. Jumps around a little bit, but we're filling in the gaps here. Zangoose versus Cradily, taking the battle to the defense-only foe. Okay, so we're a slightly underleveled Zangoose. We got Slash, Sword Dance, Rock Smash, Flamethrower. Versus Ingrain Barrier, Recover Acid. It's got Leftovers. We got Scope Lens. We have unlimited turns. So, I mean, it's going to be recovering a bunch with Ingrain and Leftovers. And it can spam Recover. Barrier is going to reduce how much we're doing to it. And then it can slowly kill us with Acid. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a battle of attrition. I think the obvious thing we do is we just, like, stack 3 Swords Dances. And start slashing, hoping for a crit to beat through any barriers it sets up. And we could try Flamethrower, but I don't think that would do very much. We have unlimited turns, and I don't think it's going to be taking us out very quickly, so I think just 3 Swords Dances is the way. Slash isn't going to be very effective, but I think with 3 Swords Dances and a critical hit Slash through its barriers is the way. We could try Flamethrower, like if we get desperate, but I don't think that's going to do much at all. Okay, it's probably going to set up Ingrain. It's setting up Barrier. Now it's probably going to try to use Recover. If it's just going in the move order that I think it might be. No, it's setting up more Barrier. Okay. Now we just have to hope for critical hit Slash. Yep. Slash has high crit rate and we have Scope Lens, so the odds were boosted for sure, but I mean, I don't think it was like 50-50 or anything. Basically, I don't know how lucky we just got there, but I think we would have won even if it took longer. Super Potion. Number 9. Color Change Carnival, duke it out with Kecleon. Okay, so it's level 50, and we're a bunch of level 25s. And we're 2v1ing it, so... It's got Aerial Ace and Thunderbolt. So it can probably just kill anything we have. And we've just got loads of moves here. So we can Mach Punch it. That will change it to a fighting type. Wing Attack it. So that... we hit it for fighting, and then it turns into flying. Then one of our guys are dead. So it'll be a flying type. Aerodactyl can hit it for ancient power. Hitmonchan would just have to, I don't know, Mach Punch for minor damage or double edge. That'll turn it into a fighting or normal type. Ancient power would turn into a rock type. And then Hariyama can do super effective damage with fighting. Vital Throw is crappy because it forces us to go last, but I mean we're slower than it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of overthinking it. Let's just go for it. This might just be like a very simple, can you use moves that are super effective in a chain? While knowing like Hitmonchan is slower than it, so it needs to use Mach Punch. Otherwise it might just die. Which gives Aerodactyl a very nice setup for wing attack. It is funny how it's known as the fight type, not the fighting type. Okay, Aerial Ace. Yep. Okay, I think we said in Hariyama, because Aerodactyl's going to hit it with Ancient Power. I'm going to presume it's going to use Thunderbolt on Aerodactyl. And then Hariyama can hit it with Vital Throw. There, now we just need to tap it one more time, which should be more than fine. Alright, I had to handle a little thing on my phone there. But yeah, that was pretty easy. While I'm at it, let's check on the stream. Yep, seems to be working. Woohoo, a full heal. That's one's actually worth carrying around. Number 12, Heracross Bite-a-thon. Who can hold out the longest? Oh gosh, Heracross versus Swellow. Mega Horn, Earthquake, Endure, Reversal, Slackberry. And then Aerial Ace, Endure. Alright. With a Slackberry boost, I become barely faster than the Swellow. I mean, if it's just going to alternate between Aerial Ace and Endure, then we win easily, because we Endure turn 1, Reversal turn 2, but it endures. But then we Endure to survive the Aerial Ace, and then we just hit it with anything. Probably Reversal. If its moves are not predictable, then we'll just have to play it by ear. Like, I mean, turn 1, if I Endure and it endures, then we've both used our Endure, can't probably Endure again. And it just can kill me. It can kill me. And I'd hope a 1 HP reversal from Heracross could do enough. I guess here's the problem with that, is now it has a Slackberry. Yeah, we're just in an infinite loop. Yeah. So we have to not attack it when it endures, basically. Okay, you don't have to kick me all the way out. But otherwise, this just seems like a very basic thing of like, hey, you know, like, we're showing you how Endure and Reversal can be used in a combo, and it's not exactly a strategy that comes up super often, because there's not very many Pokemon that get that combo. When they do, it's like, you know, are you really going to Endure down to 1 HP? And then be fast enough to hit it with Reversal next turn? Because you generally don't get Slackberries in a normal, like, playthrough. I just feel like, yeah, you're not able to pull it off all too often. Okay, now it's going to use Endure. So I'm going to hit it with Mega Horn. Which shouldn't bring it down very much. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically you could just hit it with Mega Horn again and kill it without even using reversal strategy. The little wings up at the end is funny. It just seems like an, I put my hands up, I surrender. But like, it's like if it's not that, then what is it? It's just like, I need to stretch my wings out before I die. Hyper Potion's good. What is Porygon anyways? Try transforming into different types. Facade, Aerial Ace, Conversion, Sharpen. Versus a Brick-Breaking Spinda. Just fast enough. I forget what Conversion does. I know it changes my type, but like, there's Conversion, and then there's Conversion 2. And I lose track of what each of them do, but I'm just gonna use Conversion right away, because I'm guessing if it hits me with Brick Break, then we're gonna have a big problem. If we're normal type. So I'm thinking Conversion is somehow going to transform us into Flying type because we have Aerial Ace. Alright, let's see what our thing even says. Changes the user's type into its own move's type. It's like, do I have to put Aerial Ace in the first slot for that to work? Like, I don't know. Porygon is weird and funny. Or I wonder if it just, like, chooses a move at random, as long as it's, like, not the type you already are. All my other types of moves are normal, so it just kind of chooses the one other one, which is Aerial Ace for flying. Ultra Ball, we take those. Ultra Balls are expansive. Slowpoke family feud. Sharpedo, please don't thrash about. Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking versus my Sharpedo and Misdreavus. Okay, so clearly all I do is just thrash. And then we have Misdreavus, who's got Skill Swap, Confuse Ray, and Pain Split. That's an interesting one. The Slowpoke has nearly as much HP as its brethren. Confusion, confusion, confusion. I don't see how I can lose this because it can't touch my Sharpedo. I guess the only bad thing would be like Sharpedo's Thrash is going to eventually confuse itself and then hurt itself. And maybe I can keep myself healthy with Pain Split? I don't know. And then just in between confuse that. And then what's the deal with Skill Swap? Sharpedo's got Rough Skin. Oh! I know what to do. These guys have Own Tempo. We just give that to Sharpedo and I'll never get confused. Perfect. Ifwing. Ifong. I mean, to be fair, you gotta give the developers slack. If I had to develop an RPG, I would come up with character names by just mashing on the keyboard as well. Thrash. Skill Swap. That's so interesting. It's like, I don't know what their abilities are for sure. Like, and I gotta presume if I check my summary right now, yeah, I mean, it's not gonna say. There, now we just hope that Sharpedo doesn't get confused. And otherwise, Misdreavus has done her job. And I mean, Sharpedo doesn't even have a way to get hurt, so I'm just going to Pain Split Sharpedo to keep Misdreavus alive. What? But I gave it Own Tempo. Unless the Slowpoke or Slowbro has, like, Oblivious instead. Hold on. Hold everything. I'm checking the gosh dang Pokédex. Slowpoke. Oblivious Own Tempo. Oblivious Own Tempo. Oblivious Own Tempo. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Sharpedo can only do what it can do. I guess let's skill swap the Slowpoke. Thank you for not hurting yourself. Well, I'm going to be skill swapping the Slowking. Hopefully that's good enough. Misdreavus is probably going to die. So this is just going to come down to luck. Okay, so now the Slowking has rough skin, which actually sucks. Ooh, 1 HP. Funny stuff. Well, now it's impossible to win because I gave Rough Skin to Slowking. That is pretty funny. Yeah, it didn't even matter. Okay, so clearly we just got to skill swap the Slowpoke, not the Slowbro. Even though it didn't give me the information of what everybody's abilities were ahead of time. I'm going to see what the advice is. It's probably going to be like, oh, use skill swap. I mean, that is good advice. But gosh dang, they make you guess if it has zone tempo or not. Or maybe you're supposed to use Confuse Ray to check which one has own tempo. I feel like you don't really have time. Well, we know now. Okay, so I feel like we did it right this time. Who should I pain split? The thing is Sharpedo's going to go first. If he hits the Slowbro, the Slowking will come in. Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Let's see if the Slowking has the right ability. Nope, it has Oblivious. There's only Slowpoke who had the right one. Ah, that would have been clutch. Because Misdreavus would have lived. Well, probably not because of the critical hit. And now we wait. The little animation of Slowbro looking behind itself and saying like, oh no, there's a shell here, right before it faints. It's just funny. Full heal. Now we have quite a few. The Rattata that roared. Can a level 5 prevail over a level 100? Toxic substitute Super Fang. Okay, so this is not Fear Rattata. Well, Focus Sash was not a thing yet, so the whole Endeavor, like, survive at 1, Endeavor quick attack strategy couldn't be a thing yet. Bide. Okay. I mean, clearly you just use Toxic and then set up a substitute, Super Fang. Its Bide can only just hit your substitute. Yeah, I mean, you could just use Toxic every turn and just sit here, and it can't do anything that way either. That is ridiculously high defense. But it is funny how for their level 5 they chose a Rattata. It's just kind of like an epitomic. Just, hey, this is a weak ass Pokemon. A Route 1 Mon. Now you might ask, how can a level 5 Rattata get these moves? Well, Toxic is a TM, Substitute's a tutor move, and Super Fang you can breed onto it, so it's all kosher. Gotta remember, Bide doesn't get priority in Gen 3. Not until Gen 4 does he get that, I believe. It is also really funny how level 5 Rattata is faster than level 100 Shuckle. Gosh, when you're such low HP, the little quarter of your max HP rounding errors is crazy, because it's like, oh yeah, a quarter rounded down of 18 is 4. So even though if you use substitute 4 times, you'll only have 2 HP left, which is the same for any Pokemon. You're going to be left with either, you know, you're either going to not have enough because you only have exactly a quarter of your health, or you're going to have 1, 2, or 3 HP. But when your max HP is 18, 2 is kind of a substantial portion of it. Energy Root. Wait, did they just say that they got more? Yes, they did. Wow. All right, 19. Volcanic reaction, a fiery ordeal of invasive flavor? Okay, 4 of my level 50s against their 2 level 50s at 60. Earthquake, Protect, Toxic Flamethrower. Double Edge Protect, Earthquake Explosion. Facade, Endeavor, Wing Attack, Overheat, Quick Attack, Helping Hand, Sand Attack. Versus they have Toxic, Sludge, Acid Armor, Screech, Quick Attack, Howl, Leer, Odor, Sleuth. And then Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Curse, and Spite. So the Gengar has no direct attacking moves. But it can burn, poison, curse. Yeah. Okay, so just looking at our beginning guys, like obviously Rhydon with Earthquake would do a lot. Toxic and Flamethrower don't really make any sense. Golem, Protect, Earthquake, and Explosion makes sense. So Golem could use Earthquake or Explosion. Rhydon can use Protect. Or Rhydon can use Earthquake. Golem could use Protect. Golem's faster. So Manectric's fastest. Then Muck. Alright. I mean, I almost feel like just using Protect with Rhydon and then Explosion with Golem is the way. It'll take both of these guys out. Gengar will come in. Which Golem wouldn't be able to hit anyways. Rhydon can't really do much to it either, but I can start spamming Flamethrower. Swellow can't do much. It can start spamming Wing Attack. Flareon Could hit it with overheat. This doesn't really seem to be going down to any one particular strategy other than just like, oh, knowing protect strategies with your kind of battlefield hitting moves. And then just kind of knowing some type turn stuff. Jefford. Acid armor. He might survive the explosion because of that. Nope. Oh, wait. I know the strategy. I can boost my own Flareon by hitting it with Flamethrower. I'm holding off on using Overheat because it's gonna like lower my special attack a bunch, and Rhydon needs to hit Flareon first. Hooray! Oh. Well, shitballs. Wasn't paying attention to the turn limit. Good advice. Okay, great. I know that. So I feel like Golem using Explosion made perfect sense because then he gets sent in. But how in the world do I hit Flareon with a fire attack? I mean, I can swap in Flareon right now and have Rhydon attack that slot. But the one that we need to hit with Overheat's Gengar. Let me just try this. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. Rhydon's just gonna live the explosion. Without protecting. And this is totally a Gen 3 doubles thing. before the turn is over, I send in Flareon because Golem's dead. And the flamethrower hits that spot. You cannot do that in any future generation because you would flamethrower that spot and it would just be empty. Because notice the turn's not over yet. It still says turn 1 at the top. Now it says turn 2. Gotcha. So let's see how far off we are. Yeah, even with a crit, that wouldn't have worked. Oh, but he's burned. The crit and burn would have worked. Okay, I know how to do this. This is such a Gen 3 thing. This is the only generation where you can do this. Battle again. I know what to do. Because I'm thinking, oh, the only way I can get Flareon in to get hit with a flamethrower on turn 1 is to switch Golem for Flareon and flamethrower that slot, but then I'm not killing the Pokemon I need to kill in order to kill what I need to kill by turn 2 because Flareon's faster. Rhydon could kill them probably with Earthquake, but it's going to come out after the overheat. Anyhow, that's all to say that I know how to win this. Okay, check this shit out. Flamethrower, Golem. Golem, Explosion, because Golem's faster than Rhydon. Boom, we live that easy. Golem goes down. And then I send in Flareon. He sends in Gengar. This is still turn 1. My flamethrower has not come out yet. And now, Overheat just kills. Or maybe it doesn't, but it with Flamethrower will get. So Flash Fire doesn't boost it by like 100% or anything. It must boost it by like 50%. Huh. Burn heal. Okay. 25. Vigoroth, Twosome. They're good at heckling too. Taunt, Encore, Facade for both of them. Versus Protect, Swords Dance, Baton Pass, Leech Life. That's scary. Cosmic Power, Follow Me, and Pound. Earthquake. Okay, so we have Taunt. 95 speed. So Ninjask is just faster. But our Vigoroths are faster than Clefable and Ursaring. The problem is how does Taunt work in Gen 3? I feel like it only works for like one turn or something. So I feel like the play is probably just Taunt both of them. And then Encore both of them. And then, as long as Encore is held up, just keep facading. As for Ursaring... Shit, I don't know. It only has an attack move. So, Encore is literally useless because it only has one move anyways. It only has one option. Taunt is useless because that one option is an attack move. So that doesn't reduce that. So we just got to facade it when it comes in. And if it doesn't get any boosts baton pass to it, it should be fine. Okay, let's try it. Protect, huh? Okay, we still need to taunt the Ninjask because it's going to get to move before us, so Encore is not a safe thing to use. And then now we can Encore the Clefable and it can never do anything. Because it'll just be Encored into Cosmic Power and it'll start struggling. Or I guess since it never actually got a move off. They never actually got to use the move. You can't actually Encore it. Okay, now we Encore both. Ninjask is going to go first. He has to use Leech Life. And then Clefable, just use Pound. We're faster. It'll start using Pound. Okay, that's a Swords Dance. Leech Life. Okay, hopefully it gives good messaging about when the Encore ends. Okay, I feel like the important one to get out of here is Ninjask. It has a Swords Dance up. That Leech Life did decent damage. Okay, good. It's not focus firing. Okay, Clefable can just keep pounding. Gosh, dang it, that hurts. Okay, the Encore, I'm going to presume, is still up. Okay, we're going to just both focus on Ninjask. because one facade will take out the Ninjask. Second facade should hit the Ursa Ring, which we need to focus fire because there's nothing we can do to stop its earthquakes. And we just need to facade it as much as we can before we die. Okay, please. Okay, a facade should still take out Ninjask, but I think we're screwed because we're not going to be able to take out the Ursa Ring fast enough. Okay, Ursa Ring's going to use Earthquake, which should hurt the Clefable a lot. Oh gosh, yeah, we need both Vigoroths hitting that Ursa Ring. Yeah, I mean, its Earthquake is just going to kill me, I think. Yeah. How much do you do to Clefable? A decent chunk. Okay, I don't think I made any mistakes. No, I did make a mistake. There was a time or two in there where I could have used Facade instead of doing what I was doing. What is your advice? Victory is impossible unless the move Follow Me can be dealt with. That is true. I mean, honestly, it's a really good thing it doesn't use Follow Me first turn, because if it does, then that just brings both taunts to it. Okay, so we know that Ninjask uses Protect turn 1 so that it can start speed boosting, even though it's kind of unnecessary. So we can't really do anything to the Ninjask this turn. However, Clefable, we can totally taunt and start facading it. No! Fudge! That's a mistake. My Vigoroths are of different genders. I should have taken into account Cute Charm. Okay, now we need to taunt the Ninjask. And then maybe, honestly, Encore it so that it's stuck trying to use Swords Dance, but it can't, so it uses Struggle instead of Leech Life? Maybe? I'm kind of curious. This run's already scuffed because I got Cute Charmed. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, now we have to Encore both, because Taunt only lasts, like, frickin' no turns in this game. Oh my gosh. I might as well just give up at this point, right? Wait, it was actually using pound the whole time? It's ridiculous. Lost so much momentum due to Cute Charm. Oh my gosh. I might as well just give up. Yeah, I'm giving up. It is just not worth even trying when you're just Cute Charmed like that and you just can't do anything. Yes, 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 I'm a failure, big fat failure. Okay, the only one who's allowed to touch the Clefable is the male. Next. Ninjask is going to use Swords Dance. So we need to taunt it so that it will start using Leech Life. However, if we then Encore at the same turn, it'll be forced to use Swords Dance and thus start struggling, I think. Okay, now Clefable needs to be encored. And I think we need to start taking out the Ninjask. Because we just encored Ninjask into Swords Dance. So that should be fine. The reason we need to take the Ninjask out first is because when Ursaring comes in and starts earthquaking, Ninjask will be immune to it versus Clefable won't be. Struggle kind of did a lot. Okay, I think Ninjask's taunt just wore off, but it should still be encored into Swords Dance, so it should be doing no damage. So let's just start facading it. Okay, hopefully our Vigoroths can take an Earthquake. That one might not, but we're both in, so we can each get a Facade in on Ursaring. Still need to hit it with 2 more. Gosh, okay, yeah, that one's dead to Earthquake for sure. Unfortunate. That one lived. Okay, we can hope for a high roll on this facade or a crit. Yeah. Because if the Earth's Ring died, then we get hit by Pound. Boom. And then we should be able to facade next turn. I feel like I executed properly. I just need to get luckier on where Ninjask's struggle and Clefable's Pound goes so that they can both live the first Earthquake. Unless I'm missing something. What is your advice? Right, the follow me. I dealt with the follow me on my very first try, sir. Great. Here's something I could do different. My plan right now is to do what I did last time, where I used Taunt and Encore on Ninjask. Ninjask is going to use Swords Dance. He's not going to be able to use Swords Dance next turn. So he's going to struggle. I think I just answered my own question. I think I just need to Encore both right now. Ninjask is going to use Swords Dance. Clefable's going to use Pound. No. Clefable hasn't used anything yet. Tried to use Cosmic Power last turn, couldn't due to the taunt. Clefable's slower than us, so there's nothing to Encore right now. It hasn't used anything. Okay, here's the play. We Facade the Clefable. Let it use Pound this turn on its own due to the taunt. Ninjask is going to use Swords Dance. And we just Encore it into Swords Dance. We don't need to taunt it. All the taunt's going to do is force it to use Struggle one time before it gets back to Swords Dancing. And if it just sits there and Swords Dances all day, it doesn't do any damage to us. That's a better outcome. Okay, now we need to Encore the Clefable. And otherwise, Ninjask is stuck into Swords Dance, not going to do anything. So I think we start facading it. And the reason I think we have to do it in that order is because our Encore will wear off eventually. And he'll have a bunch of Swords Dances up, and then he'll just Baton Pass. Or start hitting us with Leech Life, which will do a lot. If, like, Ursaring's already out. I feel like maybe there's a way to make it so that Ninjask goes down, Ursaring comes in, and we get a free facade on it. Okay, at the very least, we should both live in Earthquake. That Clefable's just been focus firing its pound, though. That sucks. Sucks. Because we need to hit it with 4 facades. Unless we get like a crit or something. Okay, good. Here comes the Earthquake. The other one's not going to live. That extra damage you got on Clefable caused it to go down, though. So yeah, it all comes down to, does Facade do enough? And I don't think it does. What can we do differently? We could try taking down the Clefable first instead of the Ninjask. And as long as the Ninjask stays encored on Swords Dance, it's completely worthless. But once its attack is maxed, if the Encore wears off and it does anything, Leech Life or even Struggle, we're just pretty doomed. Probably one thing that would have helped last time, actually, instead of attacking both into Ninjask, if I would have just let Ninjask go down one and then maybe like hit Clefable with the other facade or something, then I could have focus fired Ninjask the next turn, causing Ursaring to get hit with a facade before it actually fully comes in. Yeah, let's try that. It's like such a long chain of moves in my head, it's just kind of hard to keep track. Wait, how did I skip through that? It was hitting A and B. Maybe when you do battle again, it lets you skip it. Okay. No, back up. This is the male one. We're not going to touch that male Clefable with our female Vigoroth. It's not safe. That turn right there, I was deciding who should I facade, Ninjask or Clefable. And I chose Clefable. I probably should have chose Ninjask, because now I actually have to encore the Clefable. Critical hit. Okay, that sets us up actually very well. What I was going to have to do is, if I didn't get a critical hit, I was going to have to use one Facade into Clefable, one Facade into Ninjask next turn. But now I can just double Facade into Ninjask. This will hit the Ursaring as it comes in. So many janky Gen 3 doubles mechanics, being able to just hit Pokemon as they come in. Oh my gosh, you son of a gun. Critical hit? Okay. That's okay though, because we can double hit it with Facade. One of our Vigoroths should live the Earthquake. Yeah, this one should live the Earthquake. And one more Facade will kill the Ursaring. Hopefully it still lives the Earthquake. Okay, if that one lives the Earthquake, then they both live the Earthquake. Cool. Now we just Facade to win. If just one of our guys was alive, we'd be fine. Say the Clefable, like, lived the Earthquake, then it might be able to take us down with Pound. But, yeah, that worked out. Just got to preserve as much HP as you can to live those Earthquakes. Hit the Ursaring as it comes in. Focus Fire that Ursaring. And see what you got left to be able to take it out. And hopefully you hit Clefable enough earlier so it dies in an Earthquake. White Herb, that's actually a good item. In a lot of these Gen 3 games, you only get like one White Herb in all the game. And it's like a good competitive item, so you don't want to like just waste it. Alright, a Slacking pair. They're tough if they aren't truant. Okay, we got a Choice Band Slacking. Double-Edged Shadow Ball. Another Choice Band Slacking. Double-Edged Shadow Ball. Identical stats, one male, one female. And then a Roar Exploud. 8 turn limit. Interesting. So we have a bit of a conundrum here. We have these normal types who are immune to Ghost, and then this Ghost who's immune to normal. So gosh, they both got Protect. So here's probably what they're going to do. They're probably going to both use Protect. Blocking my Slacking's double edges. Then they're Truant, so then they start attacking. These guys are Truant and can't do anything. And then they Protect again. So Even if they didn't have Protect, I would be forced to double edge, and then this Dusclops comes in, and I can't double edge it. I have to use Shadow Ball, but I'm stuck. Then I have this Exploud that just has Roar. So probably the strategy is I have to swap out one of these Slackings turn 1 to Exploud. The other one, I don't think I'm going to be allowed to swap it out, so I just have to choose Double Edge or Shadow Ball on one of these guys. And then with Exploud in here, I probably just roar my own Slacking, which makes it swap at the end of the turn, bringing my other Slacking so that it can freely choose a move. I think that's probably it. This will allow me to double edge these guys and Shadow Ball this guy one at a time until they're all dead. So if I do that, swap out this Slacking for Exploud. This one uses Double Edge. These guys probably just both Protect. Does nothing. Next turn, this guy's Truant. So I probably just swap it. I could roar one of these. Or myself. The cycle I need to get into is I have a Slacking who is ready to attack. I attack, I roar it, brings in another Slacking who's ready to attack and freely able to choose a move. That's the flow I need to get into. So I probably swap Exploud in first turn. Trying to decide what is best to do for the other Slacking to do, because double edging or shadow balling is worthless, and I probably can't swap it out. If I can, that is what I should do. But I'm gonna assume I can't, so I guess I just leave it in. I let it slack, and then it doesn't really matter what I do. I could roar somebody, and then my Slacking will actually be ready to attack, and I'll just attack. No, but then they'll Protect. I wish I could swap out both Slackings turn 1 so that I can just start roaring it right away and it's ready to attack, because second turn it's not going to be able to attack. And if I do that, then it's like, okay, turn 2, it's like Slacking. I can either just let it slack or swap it out for the other Slacking. It's a do nothing turn either way. And then finally on turn 3 I'm able to attack, but they know that, so then they're able to Protect. But I can roar myself at that point, so even if it does nothing, finally on turn 4 I have a Slacking that's ready to attack. They've used their Protect. I can actually hit them. And then at that point, the cycle can just be like, yep, I just roar myself and start hitting them. I think we just need to try it. Yep, mashing all the buttons. This is not skippable. It's interesting how it's like skippable in the first, like once you're in the retry loop, it lets you skip it, but it's like, oh no, this is technically a different cutscene because it's a different trainer standing there, and oh, you don't know what stadium it's gonna be. It's also interesting how they let you see the opponent's HP number. Okay, what happens if we try to swap them both? So you choose this slacking, it's like, oh, you've already done it. And these ones are already in battle. Okay. So back. We don't have any items, correct? Nope. Okay, this slacking is just going to double edge. And this slacking is going to swap for Exploud. They both protect, as expected. Now, this slacking is in Truant. So it doesn't really matter what he does. He's slacking. I can swap him out for the other slacking. That's effectively the same thing. It doesn't really accomplish much. So I'm just going to... double edge that. And... I'm going to roar away the Blissey. Okay, now the issue is that my slacking is ready to attack. But they know that, so they're just going to protect. However, I can roar my slacking. I mean, I could have just swapped him, and it would have accomplished the same thing, right? Okay, great. They just wasted their protects. This slacking comes in. Ready to Shadow Ball this Dusclops. And we just roar him away so the next one comes in. And can do massive damage. What's your name? Cookie? Koki? Yeah, I needed to get that slacking out of there anyways because it was choice banded into Shadow Ball. Now we can just double edge and keep roaring. They know that the slacking can attack. And they have their protects ready to go, so they're probably just going to do that. I thought we had to beat this by turn 8, but I don't see the turn counter. Okay, turn 6. I think we have this. Okay, it can totally protect this turn, but it's only turn 7 now, and I think we still have turn 8 to be able to try something. Yes, we do. Hooray! We first tried it. How dramatic. Ultra Ball. Big Bang, sorry, surviving self-destruct is key. Okay, 2-turn limit, so it's a fast one. Psybeam, Tri-Attack, Conversion, Conversion 2. Tackle, Double Kick, High Jump Kick, Foresight. Protect, Self-Destruct, Protect, Astonish. Gosh, it's a 2-turn limit, and you're going to be using Protect. Well, if I go off of the thing of being like, oh, you know, surviving self-destruct is key, then I probably need to use Conversion 2. And that will transform me into a ghost type, which will let me survive? Maybe? I'm going to guess they're going to both use just Protect turn 1 and then Self-Destruct Astonish. So if I can turn Porygon into a ghost type, then the Graveler kills itself, and then Hitmonlee can maybe Foresight the Dusclops, allowing it to be hit by Ghost and normal moves. I mean, fighting in normal moves, and maybe if I get that done quickly, it'll just die to the self-destruct. So it all kind of comes down to Conversion 2 and what I need to do to get turned into a ghost type. And I don't think Protect protects against Foresight or Conversion 2. We'll just have to see. Also, I learned that this game has a self-reset combo. I haven't actually tried it yet. Every time I've reset the game so far, I've literally moved close to my GameCube and just hit the reset button. But I think you can soft reset in this game by hitting Start, B, and X at the same time. I'm not going to do that right now because I would lose a ton of progress. Alright, so Conversion 2, how do you work? Makes the user resistant to the last attack's type. That is interesting. So, conversion 2, and then maybe we just tackle ourselves. Critical hit, of course. Funny. Yes, we're a ghost type. Now we're going to live the self-destruct. So I'm going to foresight that Dusclops so that it'll... I don't know if this is going to make it get hit by the self-destruct from Graveler, or if it only affects the moves we do. Either way, like, I'm going to have Porygon use Tri-Attack, and it should be able to hit because of the Foresight. LOL, Frozen Solid. Oh, I love that one. He's like, aha, I will use my ghost self-destruct strategy. You can't beat me in 2 turns. And it's like, well, I'll just turn myself into a ghost type and turn off your ghost type, essentially. And it's funny, because, like, me turning into a ghost type didn't even take him having a ghost. It wasn't even required. I just needed to, like, use Conversion 2 after taking a normal type move. Ooh, a Timer Ball. We don't have any of those yet. I still don't really understand Conversion 2. Is Conversion 2 going to give me an immunity to the move if it exists every time? Or was there a possibility of that turning me into a Steel type or a Rock type? Because that resists normal. Like, is it deterministic? Does every type just have an exact Conversion 2 type that gets? I'm going to look that up real quick. Another thing is just like, these are just like so many Pokemon and strategies that just, you would never happen across in Gen 3 or really many Pokemon games at all of your own time or volition. Like in Gen 3, even just getting a Porygon 2 is like such an endeavor. Like, you only get a Porygon in Fire Red Leaf Green if you do, like, you know, spend a ton of money to get those coins. And then to evolve it into Porygon 2, you have to get an upgrade, which is like Fire Red Leaf Green post-game. And it's just like, by the time you have anything for a Porygon to actually do, like, you're not using it in a playthrough, is what I'm saying. Basically, the only thing you can have it do is just competitive play or, like, battle facilities. Which is fair enough, but if you're doing that, you're probably not using Conversion or Conversion 2. Like, as someone who's recently, like, mostly completed a Living Dex in Gen 3, like, yeah, getting Porygon 2 is, like, one of the harder things, because it's like, oh, like, you know, getting the upgrade's not hard if you're in the post-game of Fire Red Leaf Green, but it's just, like, all those just kind of, like, Gen 2 evolutions is just, like, it just feels out of the way. Okay, Bulbapedia says that prior to Gen 9, Conversion 2 was a signature move of the Porygon evolution line. I don't know if that means they gave it to more Pokemon or they got rid of it. So I'm just looking up if there's like a table of which type you turn into. So effect, Gen 2 and 3. Conversion 2 will randomly change the user's type to any type that either resists or is immune to the type of the last damaging move it's hit by. For example, if you're hit by an electric move, the user will become ground type, electric type, grass type, or dragon type. If the last move the target used was a move that calls another move, such as Metrodome, the type of the called move is considered. If the last move the target used was a move that changes type, such as Hidden Power, the type it changed to will be considered. Even though Struggle deals typeless damage, it is considered a normal type move for Conversion 2. Conversion 2 is not affected by Protect, Detect, Spiky Shield, or Painful Bunker. Okay. I'm not even, like, you don't use Conversion 2 on a Pokemon, you just use it on yourself. Whatever you were hit by last matters, right? There's a citation on this on Bulbapedia that says, oh, but how does Conversion 2 act with a Weather Ball and a Shadowy Aura? Amazing, amazing question. I mean, how does it work with Shadow moves in general? Then in Generation 4, Conversion 2 no longer changes the user to any of its current types. It will fail if the user already has all types that resist the type of the last damaging move. Wait, what? No longer change the user to any of its current types. Okay, 5 through 7, Conversion 2 targets an adjacent Pokemon and bypasses accuracy checks to always hit unless the target is in a semi-invulnerable turn. It will randomly change the user's type to a type that either resists or is immune to the type of the move that was used by the target, including status moves. Conversion 2 will not change the user to any of its current types. Man, Conversion 2 is confusing. I don't even know what this is talking about. It seems to change in various generations. And then finally in Generation 9, Conversion 2 will fail if the last move used was a Stellar type move. Okay. Okay, yeah, Porygon 2, Porygon Z learns it, and then very recently, I guess, in Legends ZA, Kecleon can get Conversion 2. Huh. Did not know that. I wonder if that's... Yeah, I don't think Kecleon's in base game. I haven't played the DLC of ZA yet. I'll get to it eventually. I'm playing more important Pokemon games at the moment, okay? I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's have Larvitar dance for you. I'm just gonna get like some water, use the bathrooms, etc. I'll be back. All right. I'm back, and I've got a fresh glass of water, a little airborne as well to help with the throat and the age of sickness. Okay. Yes. We're getting through these battle CDs. I honestly had a lot more than I thought. Bomb squad, prevent the opponent's explosion. I feel like we did something similar where we prepped for an explosion. Okay, interesting. So we got Feraligatr with Surf/Bite Aerial Ace, and we got a Furret with Follow Me, Helping Hand, Strength, and Swift. Double battle with unlimited turns. Ariados doesn't do too much. Xatu. Future Sight Mirror Pack. An Electrode with Explosion. And Choice Band, so... That Electrode, if it uses Explosion, I'm pretty dang certain will kill us. And then Psyduck. So the way how you prevent this explosion is you need an opponent with Damp on the battlefield. Psyduck has Damp, probably. So basically we need to just like kill... Yeah, an Electrode's really fast. So we need to kill Ariados and Xatu on the same turn. The first one that we take out will come into Electrode, and if the other one's still on the field, then we're not going to have enough time to kill it before, because we need to get Psyduck and Electrode to come out on the same turn. So we just need to find some combination of moves that will take both these guys out. I'm thinking Surf Helping Hand. We'll maybe do a decent amount to both, and then same thing again, we'll take them both out, and then these will both come out. Electro won't be able to do anything because of Damp, and then we just single target the Electrode, and the Psyduck's not going to be able to do much. That's my plan. Frego. Frego vantissimo. Where are we? Is this just Rogum Tower? Okay, let's Surf and Helping Hand. And this is Gen 3, so Surf does not hit our ally, it only hits the opponents. Okay, Xatu be fast, though. You've got to be kidding. Okay, we don't really want crits to happen. Okay. So maybe Surf and Strength takes them both out? I think that should do it. LOL, critical hit. Okay, Psyduck is the one who prevents the explosion. So now we just focus fire the Electrode. Oops. Nice. Cool, that wasn't so bad. I think I particularly remember that one as a kid being like, I felt like it was impossible for some reason. Probably because, like, you know, I didn't know that Psyduck had damp. And it's not like... It's not like that screen shows you. It's not like that screen shows you all your opponent's abilities or anything. So, like on the prep screen. So you pretty much just have to know or look it up. I'm guessing as a kid I probably had to look up, like, how to do a decent number of these. Shedinja and Eradicate. Find the winning combination. Or maybe I just didn't do all of them. Because I don't remember ever beating that Electrode one for whatever reason. Leech Life, Spite, Mimic, Sandstorm. Don't use Sandstorm. That will just kill yourself. Endeavor, Toxic, Tail Whip, Dig. Okay. 4-turn limit, Battle. So they both have Detect, Calm Mind, and Meditate. They don't even have attacking moves. They're just going to sit there, detect, be calm, and meditate. Okay, they both have Pecha Berries, so poisoning them is kind of off the table. I see what we need to do, though. We need to have Shedinja Mimic Raticate to get Endeavor. Okay, 4 turns. So turn 1 is... The turn order is Raticate, Medicham, Meditite, Shedinja. So turn 1, these guys are probably just going to detect. Raticate uses Endeavor, fails to accomplish it. However, Shedinja can mimic it. Now it has Endeavor. Turn 2, they're Calm Minding. So Shedinja probably Endeavors one of them. And Raticate digs that one. So he's under the ground. So now turn 3, Shedinja can Endeavor the other one. Raticate pops up, hits this one, and now it's the final turn. And Shedinja can Leech Life it. Assuming he doesn't go back to Detect. Toxicking them at any point is just going to be a waste of time because they have a Pecha Berry and you'll have to talk to them again. Or here's the play. Mimic, Endeavor, Sandstorm. And then just all these Pokemon that have 1 HP all die to the Sandstorm. In which case, Raticate... I don't know if Raticate even really needs to bother doing anything. Anyhow, let's give it a try. And maybe after this battle, I should save. Because I don't think I've saved, and it's been 2 hours since I started this stream. And I have somewhere to be. Soon-ish. Probably basically in about, I don't know, a little over an hour I have to go. Mimic. Okay, hopefully this failing still allows us to mimic it. I'm actually not sure that I've even bothered going into like getting every battle CD in this game, like tracking them all down and making sure I have them all. Critical hit that 1 HP. Okay, it's probably going to detect, so like Leech Life wouldn't even work. So I'm gonna Sandstorm. That guarantees that it dies end of this turn. I don't even know what to have Raticate do. I'll have it go into the ground. Sure, why not? And Raticate's under the ground, so it doesn't take Sandstorm damage. Not that that matters. That's one of those things. It's like, does Sandstorm damage happen at the beginning of the next turn or the end of the current turn? Apparently it's the end of the current turn, at least in Gen 3. But I'm pretty sure that's how it always works. Another Ultra Ball. We're racking it up. Okay, let's save because... yeah, 2 hours. Don't want to accidentally lose progress somehow. Choose Battle CD. 32. Survive Big Booms. How you'll take out the Shuckle. Oh, this is... 5 turn limit double battle. Okay, what do we got here? We got a Gengar who has a Silk Scarf. Explosion Gengar. Self-destruct Electrode. The Electrode's fastest. Our Alakazam is faster than the Gengar. Huh. Trick. This seems tricky indeed. So, Linoon has Covet, but the only Pokemon who has an item is Gengar and Shuckle. Gengar, we can't hit with Covet. Shuckle, we could. Headbutt / Protect. We know that either Gengar or Electrode, like one of these guys is using one of those moves. Like I'm guessing they're gonna go in the order there. Like Gengar is probably gonna use Shadow Punch on Alakazam. Electrode's gonna use Self-Destruct. Gengar's immune to it. These guys will perish if they don't protect. Next comes in Shedinja. At that point, now Gengar uses Explosion. Shedinja is immune to it through multiple ways, through its type and ability. Gosh, that's a pretty high attack Gengar as well. We have a Dusclops in the back that we could swap in at any point to survive these explosions and self-destructs and stuff. Then we have an Aggron with Mimic, Counter, Protect, Double Edge. Huh. So maybe we trick the Silk Scarf off the Gengar, which would then allow us to send an Aggron to be able to counter Gengar's Explosion. I'm not sure who the counter would hit at that point. Maybe just whoever comes in on this slot. And I say take off the Silk Scarf because maybe like a Gengar with Explosion with Silk Scarf kills Aggron? I kind of doubt it, but maybe it would. Shedinja. We have to hit it with something super effective. What do we have? Linoon's got nothing to hit Shedinja. Alakazam's got nothing. Dusclops. Dusclops has Imprisoned. Does anybody have... Basically, the only thing you could do with Imprison here is, like, prevent Gengar from using Protect. Nobody else has any moves that overlap, I don't think. Mean Look, Imprison, Ice Beam, Protect. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see anything here to take out Shedinja, and... Here we've got Mimic. So we can Mimic a Shadow Punch, Shadow Ball, and Toxic. Those are the moves you can Mimic to take out Shedinja on the following turn. This one's just got a lot going on. And I mean, Toxic's not even going to work on Shedinja if Shuckle gets up a Safeguard. Huh. Like, Electrode is probably self-destructing first turn. And it's fastest. So maybe I just protect with both dudes first turn. Again, Electrode takes itself out. And then Gengar is going to explode the following turn. So maybe I swap. to Dusclops and maybe trick the Gengar because I'm faster. Then Gengar is gone, and probably Alakazam is gone. So then at that juncture, Shedinja and Shuckle are in play. Shedinja probably came in the turn previously. Maybe at that point I'm down to Dusclops Aggron. Aggron is slow, so I don't think Aggron's going to be able to mimic this Shadow Punch. This might just be one we have to just guess and check and try and just like see what the opponent even does in different situations. Because this is kind of a lot to accomplish in 5 turns. Like, 5 turns is a lot, but also not a lot. Like, these guys are killing themselves on turn 1 and turn 2. So we only really have to kill Shedinja and Shuckle within 3 turns. And we just have to see what we have left and our options are at that point. I would think. Okay, my plan first turn here is just protect with both dudes. Electrode kills itself. Gengar uses Shadow Punch. I could swap Linoon out for Dusclops, and it would be able to live Explosion or Earthquake just fine. Like, maybe I swap both Pokemon first turn. Aggron takes minimal damage from this first self-destruct. And then I use Counter. Maybe take the second Explosion. And then Counter hits whoever comes in. Which was maybe Shuckle. I kind of don't see a great way of taking out Shuckle otherwise, honestly. And I don't really know what Dusclops is gonna do. I mean, I really hope I don't have to take Mean Look into account. Like, I don't think he's just going to be swapping. Let's just get in there and see. Oh, so I guess we've been on difficulty 3 stars for a bit here. I haven't even been paying attention to that. This one has just difficulty of a big bar. Oh, Metrodome Cup. Just see what happens. Okay, so this is our last, like, really hard one for the moment, then. So I'm thinking I swap Linoon out for Aggron. And Alakazam protects. That's a critical hit, huh? Mean look. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to counter. Alakazam. He's gonna trick. Oh. I could have mimicked that Shadow Ball. Interesting. I think it's going to Shadow Ball again, so might as well grab it. Oh, we could Imprison to prevent Mean Look and Protect, I guess. Let's do that. Oh, you're using Explosion now. Okay. Well, now is the turn to use Counter. That would have taken out Shuckle. You're gonna hit me with Shadow Ball. Okay, we'll Shadow Ball the Shedinja. And Ice Beam the Shuckle, I guess? Alakazam is dead. It'd be good to be able to trick the Chesto Berry off the Shuckle. Although, Linoon... Yeah, let's swap to Linoon and then we can covet the Chesto Berry off the Shuckle. I think we really needed to counter in order to take out Shuckle. Like a weird interaction with being able to use counter on Explosion on the next Pokemon that comes in. More Gen 3 doubles crap. Okay, we did like pretty good. I feel like I see what we need to do. Bringing in Aggron turn 1 is definitely the play. Let's see what their advice is. Yeah. That just confirms my strategy. It's another strategy that you cannot do in Gen 4 and onward. This is a Gen 3 only strategy. I think they realize how just BS it is of having to send in your Pokemon during the turn. Okay, Linoon, we did exactly what we needed to do with you last time. And actually, Alakazam, we probably just swap you out as well. That way we can imprison that Gengar as quick as possible. No crit. Okay, last time Gengar used Mean Look on Alakazam, but it failed because of Protect, which is exactly what he did this turn. True. Okay, so I think Gengar is going to try to use Protect this turn. So I'm going to Mimic Shedinja because he's going to try to use Shadow Ball. And Imprison to stop Gengar from using Mean Look and Protect anymore. Ow. Fantastic. Now, Gengar's going to use Explosion, I'm pretty sure. So this is when we counter. Gengar takes itself out with Explosion. Aggron takes the hit. Shuckle comes in, counter hits it. All is hunky-dory. I think Dusclops will just Protect. Oh, he's Shadow Balling Aggron, huh? Oh, no! That's going to redirect my counter into Shedinja. Dang you! You son of a... That's... Ugh! That ruined everything. That is so annoying. This is the earliest time I could use Shadow Ball, though, to kill the Shedinja, because I had to Mimic on that earlier turn to get Shadow Ball. Nice crit. Yeah, unfortunate. Two crits, let's go. I'm trying to think what I could have done differently at all. Maybe instead of... I don't know. Instead of protecting with Dusclops, I could have swapped to Alakazam. And that would have made the Shedinja be like, oh, there's a kill there. And go for it? We do this for sure. Now, last time I swapped Alakazam out for Dusclops so that Dusclops could use Imprison. Which I don't know if that makes any difference because the first time I didn't do that. And Gengar just ended up doing the same thing where he used Protect. No, he used Mean Look and then Protect and then Explosion. Yeah, I mean, I think we got to swap out Alakazam so that he's safe. I believe we have to do this. You have got to be kidding. I don't think that actually matters. This actually might be good. Because I think he's still going to use Explosion next turn anyways. So he's going to use Explosion, so let's counter and protect. Yep. So now we just need Shedinja to not Shadow Ball Aggron. Hopefully the Alakazam is like really good bait for him not to. Gosh dang you! I don't think I can get the... I don't think I can kill the Shedinja before the Gengar explodes. because I have to swap in Aggron, and then I have to Mimic, and then the turn after that, that Gengar's exploding, and I have to counter. Maybe we do enough damage right here? I kind of don't think so, unless we crit. Nope. Barely not enough. It was freaking close, though. Okay, that time we had that crit against our Dusclops, which had us bring in Alakazam early. Maybe... This is probably stupid, but maybe we actually swap the Linoon for the Dusclops and swap the Alakazam for the Aggron. Maybe that Shedinja is just literally targeting that slot, not the Pokemon. That's just Copium, but I feel like these scripted fights are peculiar in that sort of way. Okay, he mean look because that's where Alakazam was standing, so that makes total sense. That's what he's always done. Okay, Dusclops can imprison. Aggron can mimic the Shedinja, who's going to use Shadow Ball. He's hitting Aggron. I'm going to counter because Gengar's going to use Explosion right now. And maybe Shedinja won't use Shadow Ball on Aggron. And then we'll hit Chuckle with counter, and then we can Shadow Ball Shedinja next turn, and all will be well. If Shedinja is in fact targeting Aggron, then the better play is just Shadow Ball Shedinja now. And then that will free me up to just start hitting Shuckle more earlier, I guess. I'm going to use counter. Okay, Shedinja, don't use Shadow Ball on Aggron. Thank you. I don't know if that was luck or just swapping their places or what. That's hilarious. Okay, well, we did it. Hooray! Nice revive. I would have preferred a max revive, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, now we just have some little fun ones. Cutie Pokemon Concerto, frolicking with cute Pokemon. We got our starters versus their, you know, babies of that trio. So, single battle with unlimited turns. So we got Light Screen, Synthesis, Razor Leaf, Ancient Power, Ember, Dig, Howl, Quick Attack, Water Gun, Bite, Scratch, Scary Face. Against Confusion, Lick, like a Fake Out, Shockwave, Rolling Kick, Screech, Light Screen, Ember, Smokescreen, Leer, Seismic Toss. They have type increasing items. We have Citrus Berry, Scope Lens, Bright Powder. I feel like this is just like the fact that this didn't have a difficulty scale makes me just think like, oh, this is just a for fun fight of using Pokemon that you don't normally use. Chikorita using Ancient Power is probably the play against Smoochum. It might fake out me for first turn, but still. And then we can dig the Elekid and dig the Magby and okay, their Pokemon are generally faster than ours. Like, their Smoochum's speed ties are Cyndaquil, but then everything else is faster than all of ours. So, that's concerning, to say the least. Okay, go for the Ancient Power! Yeah, I should have known. So I might as well swap out first turn if I have a better Pokemon to go to. But I feel like Ancient Power is just going to annihilate it, right? Almost. Citrus Berry is so good in Gen 3 on low-level Pokemon. Let's Ancient Power again. No. Going for the Omni Boost. Should I Razor Leaf or should I Light Screen? I'm gonna Razor Leaf. Oh yeah, I'm confused. Okay, good. That's decent damage. Let's Synthesis if we can. I don't think we're going to be able to. Nope. Okay, the Confusion didn't come into play, thankfully. My screen is fine. Aha, the rare miss with Shockwave. Level 5 size success is questionable. Yes. Didn't even have to use Totodile. Hezzy. You know, I was using the starters from Legends ZA and, you know, one from Legends Arceus. It's fine. That was the intention there, right? No, it's the Johto starters. Ya big dingo. Wow, a whole nugget. That's like 10 rounds of battle bingo and one sellable item. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. Side B. I don't even remember it saying that. Well, son of a gun. Well, let's go for it. Okay, so this Chikorita's got a Citrus Berry, which goes crazy. I mean, I feel like Fake Out is the right play. But then we saw what that Smoochum did last time. It was just using Confusion, and it was doing okay, doing pretty big damage. But then ultimately activated the Citrus Berry. Is there any other plays that we could be doing that would be better? Elekid could be Relay Kicking. Magby. We could just send in Magby and go for double team strats and Ember. We have to keep in mind that the Chikorita has Ancient Power, which will be good against Magby. I don't know what the Chikorita is going to do. I don't know if it's going to Light Screen, Synthesis. Razor Leaf or Ancient Power. Smoochum isn't particularly useful for, like, any of the other mons. So we don't exactly need to swap it out and save it. Just a free fake out on another switch in would be neat or nice. Maybe we use Confusion? Yeah, it's going for Ancient Power. We could go for Lick. If that Chikorita loses one more HP, though, it triggers... I'm going to go for a crit Confusion. Why not? It's like, oh, I could Lick it to try to paralyze it, but it's already slow. I don't know. Don't get the Omni Boost. Okay, we're going for Magby for Ember. This is where we're finally diverging from what the AI did to us. Oh my gosh, the Citrus Berry goes crazy. Ember. Okay. We take an Ancient Power, right? Hahaha. Flame Body. Okay. Okay, she's probably gonna send in Totodile. No, Cyndaquil. We're faster. Dig is really bad against us. I'm thinking we set up double teams and see where that gets us. Nice. I'm thinking Seismic Toss has got to do more than Ember, right? Unfortunately. Nope. That's unfortunate. I probably should have smoke screened first turn. Okay, we're faster. Oh, but we can just protect this dig. How? Oh. Well, you just forfeited that fight. Yeah, I don't even know what this Totodile... I don't remember what the Totodile has because I didn't even use it. Shockwave it. One HP, live on one. I think we live a Water Gun. That Torrent, though, that Torrent boosted Water Gun, strong. We've done it. Another nugget. Wow, 2 nuggets, 1 two-sided disc. Okay, I think that brings us to the last battle CD we have for now, which is going to be a metronome battle. Cleffa and Togepi versus Geodude and Machop. Metronome versus metronome. The advice for this one is probably be luckier. Even they know that metronome is funny, and setting up a fight like this is kind of the whole point of metronome. Not the whole point, but like, it's the logical conclusion. Cleffa, use explosion! Oh, the Machop's faster. That's a big advantage. Bite? That's not good. That could flinch my Togepi. And if it does, I call hacks. Okay, we're good. Mud shot. That's a big miss. Fury swipes. That's not good at low level, because each one does 1 or 2 HP, and it adds up to big damage. Leech Seed. This is huge. It's 2 HP. Maybe it's not so huge. Moonlight. Not the healing. Good thing it's early on where, you know, it's just 2 HP to heal. Okay, Togepi, you got this. Lick. Paralyze him. Actually, don't paralyze him, because Machop has guts. Pack. Oh no. Roar is no good for now. We gotta see the end of this battle. Even though we're down, we're not out. Wish, this is not good. This is actually quite horrible. Oh my gosh. You're just showing off at this point. Ice Ball. This is actually huge. That locks us into a move that does damage, and it's going to get stronger every turn. Superpower! We're done. I whited out. No! Battle Disc! Give me your sage advice on how to defeat you. Yeah. Hinges on luck. A button simulator. Thunder Shock. Off of Machop, not so bad. As in, it's not good for him. Ice Punch. This is a good move. Oh, that's huge. Brick Break, this is really bad. We're normal types. Surf! Yes! This is great. One of their Pokemon off the board is a huge thing for us. Because 2 Metronome users versus 1 is actually statistically good for us, I think. Powder Snow, that hits both. 2 damage and 2 damage. Okay, not bad. We live though. Fire Spin. This is damage over time. We miss. Confusion. This is going to be super effective damage. Oh, that's really good. Oh man, the Machop is faster. This is an advantage. Confusion. You can't do that. The luck is evening out. Slash, this is stab. High power. Okay, Cleffa, I just need you to breathe on that Machop before it, like, kills you. Heat Wave. We should live that. Machop's special attack sucks. Okay, don't use Splash. Supersonic. This is not good. Iron Defense. Doesn't matter. You only have 1 HP, bucko. That would have been bad at the start of the fight. Although we've pretty much been hitting you with just special attacks, so... Yes! Psychic! You're done! Dockle. And with that, we've cleared out all the battle CDs we have so far. Have this X accuracy. Okay. Okay, and just to see... That's all of them. And you don't have any more to buy. Indeed. Sell. Oh, this is just selling regular items, okay. Alright, so it is 4:20 p.m. right now. I need to go in like 20-ish minutes, so that's enough time for a battle bingo board, right? Right? Counter card. Toughest card. We'll choose. Okay, so... Okay, we have... for some reason, I thought we were going to have counter, but no, we have Aerial Ace. So we're a flying type with Aerial Ace. We can probably beat any ground type. We can probably beat these grass types. We can probably beat the fighting type. What's all the types we have to deal with here? Ice, electric, ground, grass, water, normal, fighting. So this ice type could be really good. These ground types could be really good. This electric types could be pretty good. Ground could be really good. We just need to get in there and see. So I'm going to spend a point here. Okay, that's 2 EP. So really great. We might as well get this one as well. Okay, there's our Master Ball. Cool. Let's take on this fighting type. This is the only fighting type on the board. Hariyama. Now, I'm scared of this Hariyama having counter just based on what that thing was saying, so I'm going to use this Master Ball. And presume the Hariyama has counter. No, it has Rock Slide. Okay, I mean, that still would have been really bad for us. Okay, what's this water type? Lantern. I'm guessing it has an electric move. I'm just gonna catch it. No, it has Surf. Okay. Okay. And Volt Absorb. So we can take on electric types with that. Okay, grass type. Surely Scyther can handle the grass type. I'm gonna say probably. Unless he's got, like, Ice Beam or something. And maybe, like, that's what this means. Like, no? Okay. Maybe it means, like, every panel, like, subtly counter Scyther in some way. But no, Scyther can handle a Surfing Ludicolo. The trick is definitely that the opponents, like, their attack move is not the type of the panel. Like, this was a grass panel, and it's a water type Ludicolo. This was a fighting panel, it's a rock type Hariyama, Rock Slide. This was I think this was actually a water panel, and it had water, so that one makes sense. Ground. I mean, surely ground... No. This ground panel is going to have a ground move for Scyther to be good against it. It probably has, like, rock or something. And if I'm countering that, then that means that this ground panel does not have a ground move, meaning that it's going to be a ground type without a ground move. Lantern's going to be great for it. Let's go. Okay, even no matter what move it has, I'm pretty sure we're faster than just kill with Surf. It probably has a rock move, if I had to guess. Just to screw with you. Think you could take it on with Scyther. Great. Okay, we can get a +1 EP right here. I'm gonna take on this ice type with Lantern, and if it looks good, I'll just catch it. Gale. I went in with Lantern because I figured I can resist ice. I don't know what else this Gale is going to use. Let's use Surf and see. Okay, it's actually faster than us. Yeah, we resist the heck out of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just Surf it. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, I can catch this Gale. It has Ice Beam. That is good. Oh, we're frozen. Well, maybe I will catch it. I think we could die to another crit, maybe. So I'm just going to catch it. You win, Gale. I should have beat you on average, but... yeah. Bingo! We got an EP. Give it to Lantern. Okay. Surely Gale can take this grass type, right? Pedal Dance, we take one of those. Okay, I'm going to take on this electric type with Lantern, because Volt Absorb means that we just win, right? What else is this Electrode going to have? Is it going to have... it's not going to have, like, Explosion, right? Okay, no, we're good. Cool, cool. I want more points, so let's get more points. Okay, we need to give Lantern one. And I think another. Like, maybe Hariyama would be best for this fire tile, because maybe he has thick fat and can rock slide it. But I figure Lantern should be able to take it, right? And then this ground type Lantern can surely take. Well, no, I mean, I'm weak to ground. Let's try it. This is a Quagsire with Water Absorb, isn't it? Yeah. Lesson learned. Okay. Okay, Rock Slide would go crazy on Charizard. Okay, great. That gives us a line. I have no idea what we're going to have to deal with on those normal type panels. What I know is on that ground type, Scyther can just 100% take that Quagsire with zero problems. I don't know who can take the water. I'm going to just put it on Hariyama because he's bulky. And we'll use Scyther for this ground one because we can. Great. I'm going to try this normal type with Glalie just because I don't see Glalie being useful for anything else. Kecleon. What's the move Kecleon's gonna have? Okay, yeah, this is bad. Strength. I think we lose this exchange because now my Ice Beam's not very effective. We take one more strength, so I'll allow for Ice Beam to maybe get a critical hit or something. I am actually not sure what we could use on this Kecleon. It has to be a move that, like, either takes it out in one shot, which I don't think is a thing, or at least, like, is not ineffective on itself. So, Petal Dancing Vileplume is a no. Surfing Lantern's a no. Earthquaking Quagsire would probably beat it. Gale does not. Electrode probably doesn't. Hariyama, we'll try it. Charizard? Honestly, probably not. Like, Flamethrower is pretty powerful, but then once it gets the damage reduction, it's not going to be doing so good. Surfing Ludicolo, probably not. Golem would resist what it's doing, and Rock is normal effective against Rock, so the only ones that could really beat it is Golem and Quagsire, I want to say. Scyther's Aerial Ace isn't going to go down in power. I kind of want to scout and see what these other panels are. But I also want to see if Scyther or Hariyama could beat that Kecleon, because I don't know who else could. Like, maybe that Kecleon is worth catching in the beginning, and then it beats everything. Like, who knows? I'm going to scout. Water type. Hariyama. Let's go. Gyarados. Okay, that's weak to Rock Slide. Intimidate is not good for us. Flamethrower. Unexpected. I mean, we win this every day of the week because I presume we have Thick Fat with how little that did. Okay. Cool. That's good to know. So do I try Scyther against the Kecleon, or do I scout and see what this last normal type is? Let's try Scyther against the Kecleon, I gotta know. Because if Scyther can beat this Kecleon, then it's not really that big a deal. We're faster, we're powerful, and we kill in 2. And we can take 1 strength. Okay, amazing. Let's give this point to Lantern so that we can just go fight this electric type. Raichu. Raichu could have, like, frickin' Brick Break or something weird. No, it's got Thunderbolt. We're good. Might take 3 Surfs, but it can't do anything. That was my alarm going off. I don't know if any of y'all could hear that, but we gotta finish this up and I'm out of here. Okay, it's all gonna come down to who this last normal type is. I'm going to put our bets on Lantern and Hariyama. One of them can surely beat it, right? Explode. Okay, Explode. What are you running? Is it Hyper Beam? Hariyama's pretty bulky. Hyper Voice. Okay, that's going to take 3 kills. It's faster than us, though, so we have to kill in 2. Hmm. Critical hit? Straight miss. Okay. I think Lantern's faster. I'll give Lantern a chance. Oh, it is not faster. This is bad news. It's still going to take 3 to kill. Can we kill it in 2 surfs? I kind of have some doubts. If we get a critical hit, we win. Gosh dang, why is it faster? That's so annoying. And it crit us. Okay. That's no good. And we're out of EP. Okay, who could have beat that Exploud? That normal type, normal Pokemon using Pokemon move. There was a fighting type, and we had it Hariyama, but he didn't have a fighting type move, so he loses. Maybe Charizard is fast, so the Flamethrower is strong, so maybe it would win. That Exploud's pretty hard. The only one that's sticking out to me that's like obvious is Golem, because Golem resists normal at the very least, and then can hit back with presumably Rock Slide. Gyarados' Intimidate would help. But then, like, Gyarados using Flamethrower, like, it would probably be like a 3 or 4 shot. I don't know. Yeah. Dang, that was really iffy. Alright, let's save. Alright, and with that, I have other things to do with my day on the agenda, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Maybe I'll stream later this evening. Not totally sure. Probably not Monday. But yeah, next time we'll maybe try this Battle Bingo again, and maybe we'll get back to the story someday, eventually. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.